It's raining cats and dogs. Cats and dogs are falling from the sky? Oh dear, rain, please stop. I've got to record this vlog. Hi there, Java man. Welcome back. This is again Teacher Jerry Java on YouTube. Still teaching you free English lessons online here on YouTube. So for those who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Thank you. So today we will be talking about figures of speech. What are figures of speech? A figure of speech is a word or phrase using figurative language or special language. That is, language that has other meaning than its normal definition. Figures of speech are also known as figures of rhetoric, figures of style, rhetorical figures, figurative language, and schemes. They have different meaning than the normal usual. Okay, we have to dig deeper into their meaning. Figures of speech make our conversation even more creative, more expressive, and more interesting. It adds image. That's why I believe it's called figure, because of these figures of speech, we will be able to make an image or a profile of that word or expression. It creates a mental image. It also adds drama, emphasis, action, and flavor to our language. Without it, language would have been so boring. I can't imagine our language or our speech without figures of speech, without the flowery words. There are actually more than 20 figures of speech in English, but for this lesson, I will just be presenting 10 figures of speech. Simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration, assonance, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, irony, euphemism, and apostrophe. Simile, figure of speech in which two different or two unlikely things are compared directly. When I say directly, it is explicitly. Now, these two things share the same quality. You really don't have to find out what is the common quality of these two different things, because it's really given in that sentence. This is a simile type because of the presence of the words as or like. Snow White's hair is as black as the night. What are these two things being compared? You have hair, Snow White's hair, and then night. They are both black. Let's talk about metaphor. Metaphor is also a comparison of two unlikely or two different things, two dissimilar things, but this time without the use of as or like, meaning it's an implied, indirect comparison. You, being the reader or the listener, it will be your task to think about, to reflect, what could be something in common about these two different things, because it's not stated there. Her skin is a snow. Notice that we don't have like or as now. So what's common about a skin and snow? So that could be fair or white, and also maybe cold. Personification. Now this is the type of figure of speech in which inanimate objects, things, are given human-like qualities or abilities. We let the things around us talk or walk like we humans do. My shoes are chasing me when I'm late for school. Shoes never have feet to chase you, but they are given a human qualities, like how could they chase you, how could they walk, how could they run after you, Well, maybe that just means that you must be really in a hurry. Onomatopoeia. Now, this figure of speech is about sounds. We humans are the ones copying, imitating the sounds that we hear from nature. We actually form words, English words, based from these sounds that we hear. We have the words bang, splash, boom, crack, beep, tick tock. The buzz from the window woke me up. Now, if you are fond of exaggeration, or if you are OA or overacting, you would like hyperbole, because hyperbole, it's an extravagant statement, the use of exaggerated terms for the purpose of emphasis or heightened effect. I have a mountain of clothes to wash. Like, really? You can't form a mountain, a hill, out of the clothes that you will be washing? Now, if you are being sarcastic, you'd love our next figure of speech. This is called irony. Irony is the use of words to convey the opposite of their literal meaning. Also, it is a statement or situation where the meaning is contradicted by the appearance or presentation of the idea. It's what you say is really the opposite of what you mean. It takes wit to really get the meaning of what you said. You're so kind for stepping on my toes. Thank you, really. If you are a fan of sugarcoating all the sweet words, and you would like to cover up the bad terms or bad conditions with a good one, better sounding one, you would love our next figure of speech, and it's called the euphemism. Euphemism is a substitution or replacement of an inoffensive term for one considered offensively explicit, meaning it's a bad thing supposed to be, but you covered it, you sugar-coated it. You have to let it appear better, look decent, okay? That's euphemism, because maybe you don't want to hurt other people's feelings. When the team captain passed away, everyone was silent for about a week. Passed away there, it actually sounds a whole lot better than saying died. Okay? Pre-loved items for sale. It actually sounds posh and so new. It actually just means second hand, segunda mano, or ukay-ukay. Apostrophe, this is the type of figure of speech in which you are talking directly to somebody or something that is not there, to an abstract person or thing that will never have the chance to answer you back. It's directly addressing a non-existent person or an inanimate object as though it were a living being. If walls could talk. Oh, Destiny, dear, do something, please. You think Destiny, the one you're talking to right now, could really answer you back? Poor pen. You always run out of ink every time I need you most. Poor pen. Answer back, answer back. I think I'm getting crazy here. Now, for alliteration, this has to do with sounds. More specifically, the repetition of initial consonant sound. Again, initial consonant sounds. The first consonant sounds in a series of words. Green grass grows on the ground. Notice how the g sound is repeated many times. Most of the tongue twisters, they are using alliterations most of the time. Like Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled pepper. A peck of pickled pepper is Peter Piper picked. So that's pa 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 pa. Assonance is that figure of speech that has to do with sounds. It is the identity or similarity in sound between internal vowels in neighboring words. If alliteration is for consonant sounds, now this time assonance is for vowel sounds. Not just any vowel sounds, but internal or middle vowel sounds in a word, in a series of words. How now, brown clown? Notice how the ow sound is repeated many times in those words. Now let's have the test. I'll be saying the expressions or sentences twice. Now on the third time, that's when I'm going to give the correct answer. This will have to be multiple choice test with choices A, B, C, and D. So you choose only the letter. I'm so hungry I could swallow a cow. A. Irony. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Personification. D. Hyperbole. I'm so hungry I could swallow a cow. A. Irony. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Personification. D. Hyperbole. I'm so hungry I could swallow a cow. That's D. Hyperbole. Oh death, don't meet me yet. A. Apostrophe. B. Personification. C. Metaphor. D. Euphemism. Oh death, don't meet me yet. A. Apostrophe. B. Personification. C. Metaphor. D. Euphemism. Oh death, don't meet me yet. That's A. Apostrophe. You are my sunshine after the rain. A. Simile. B. Assonance. C. Metaphor. D. Irony. You are my sunshine after the rain. A. Simile. B. Assonance. C. Metaphor. D. Irony. You are my sunshine after the rain. You're the cure against my fear and my pain. 'Cause I'm losing my mind when you're not around. It's all because you are my sunshine after the rain. C. Metaphor. Kelly is as cold as ice. A. Metaphor. B. Simile. C. Personification. D. Alliteration. Kelly is as cold as ice. A. Metaphor. B. Simile. C. Personification. D. Alliteration. Kelly is as cold as ice. B. Simile. Parents must stop calling private parts as flower and bird. A. Irony. B. Euphemism. C. Personification. D. Simile. Parents must stop calling private parts as flower and bird. A. Irony. B. Euphemism. C. Personification. D. Simile. Parents must stop calling private parts as a flower and bird. That's B. Euphemism. City sips her soup. A. Alliteration. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Hyperbole. D. Assonance. City sips her soup. A. Alliteration. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Hyperbole. D. Assonance. City sips her soup. That's A. Alliteration. Mac is back on track. A. Alliteration. B. Assonance. C. Apostrophe. D. Onomatopoeia. Mac is back on track. A. Alliteration. B. Assonance. C. Apostrophe. D. Onomatopoeia. Mac is back on track. That's B. Assonance. A traffic jam when you're already late. A. Metaphor. B. Euphemism. C. Hyperbole. D. Irony. A traffic jam when you're already late. A. Metaphor. B. Euphemism. C. Hyperbole. D. Irony. A traffic jam when you're already late. D. Irony. The wind hugs me because I'm feeling lonely. A. Simile. B. Personification. C. Metaphor. D. Apostrophe. The wind hugs me because I'm feeling so lonely. A. Simile. B. Personification. C. Metaphor. D. Apostrophe. That's B. Personification. Click the mouse to log in. A. Personification. B. Metaphor. C. Onomatopoeia. D. Apostrophe. Click the mouse to log in. A. Personification. B. Metaphor. C. Onomatopoeia. D. Apostrophe. Click That's the sound you make. That's onomatopoeia. C, onomatopoeia. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Java Man, for staying with me, and I hope you learned something new about figures of speech. So, for those who haven't gone through my playlist yet, that playlist is called English Lessons. Check that out in my playlist in my channel. So please subscribe to my channel, Jerry Java, on YouTube. Bye bye bye.